Class Tube, welcome back to our channel. It is episode 147, and today is Tuesday, September 17th, 2024, and welcome back to the channel. It's crazy that we're at 147 already on episodes. Seems like we've been filming a lot longer than 147 episodes, but...
Well, how many years has it been?
Well, we started filming in 2018.
Oh, really?
So 6 years we've been doing this.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy. Oh, I need to get to you guys. I love you girls. That made me so happy.
6 years of the Steel City Stitchers, yes. It's crazy, but we're back in action, and retreat stuff is going super well. We kind of hit our goal for attendees, but we're opening up a couple of more spots. So I did send out a couple more invoices today, but if you are still thinking about coming to the retreat, get your name on the wait list. The wait list link is still active. You can still get on the wait list and get an invoice from us, and I'll give you 2 weeks to pay and good to go. And then we'll send you the info sheet. You can book your hotel and be ready to go for April. It's kind of nice to like have this stuff booked and paid for and just taken care of, and then you can come and just bring more money to go shopping and enjoy. So a couple more spots opened up. Also, we will be sending out probably in the next month or so, after we get like our final attendee list, we'll be sending out the exclusive retreat pattern from our good friend Kathy Haberman from Hands On Design. So she designed something super, super cute for the retreat for 2025. We're really excited for you all to see it. And of course, we'll be planning our finishing table and all of the finishing supplies so that you can finish the piece ahead of the retreat, get it all stitched, bring it just on your piece of fabric, and we will actually be finishing it with you at the retreat if you choose. And we provide all of the finishing supplies for you as well. So really exciting stuff coming up. Also, for those of you who have been asking about apparel, we will definitely be doing another big apparel thing for the 2025 retreat as well. We have some cute ideas for color and things like that this year. So we will be sending out an email to everybody on the attendee list probably in the next couple of months, so that we give everybody an opportunity, if we have some late people that get on the wait list, that they have an opportunity to place an apparel order as well. And then you pay for it, you pick it up at the retreat. We have it all bagged and ready to go for you with a little card with all of your stuff on it, and then you can have all of your stuff there at the retreat. We'll also be doing an order of extra apparel. It typically goes pretty fast, so we highly recommend placing your order whenever the order form opens up and get that taken care of before the retreat. But we will have some, some extras there if you do want to wait and you want to purchase there. But I will advise it goes fast and we have limited sizes. So just be aware of that. If you think that you might want to
like living on the edge. If you like living on the edge, then you know what? Go for it.
That could never be me. My anxiety is too bad.
So much.
I have to have this stuff planned well in advance. So anyway, but those will be options for you. And then just a quick reminder before we get into the content tonight, a reminder for those of you who have already paid an invoice and you're on the attendee list, the deadline to receive a refund of your registration fee, if you have to cancel for any reason, is November 1st at midnight, November 1st. I know on previous videos we said November 30th. That was my mistake. It is on the invoice as November 1st. There are no refunds issued after that date. Also, you cannot transfer your registration to someone else if you cannot come. So we have to print lanyards, we have to print name tags. It's a process for us to have everybody's name. We just don't allow it. So you cannot transfer your registration to somebody else. They would need to fill out the waitlist form, receive an invoice, and get on the list. So again, November 1st is the drop dead date. Okay, that's all I had for retreat updates. Anybody else have anything to add?
No. So excited. We're making some progress.
Making progress. This is a fun time of year. I always feel like we're scrambling at this point, like to get stuff, and we're panicking, and then we're like, oh wait, it's not until April. But once January hits, time flies. So
it's already
we have to start. Yeah. We can't wait until January to do anything. So, but it's good. This is exciting. It's like planning ahead for April. We know it's going to be a blast. We're so excited to see people who are returning. We also have a ton of new people coming this year, which I think is also super exciting. So I promise you're going to have a great time, and we can't wait to see you in a couple months. All right, so let's get into it. Erin, you're first on the list tonight. What do you have for haul and stitchy kindness?
Okay, so my haul is gonna go with our stitch along, but I ended up caving and I bought some of the fancy flosses. So I just was like, I need them. Like the sky, I started doing it with that jean color, and I feel like I have to finish it with that because it really makes a difference.
It's the sky, the tent, the squirrel.
I don't remember what the green was for. I just remember being like, that was a big enough patch that I really wanted to do.
I think it's definitely the tent. I think it's the bear's tent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The other color, it's mistletoe. And then pea pod, whatever pea pod was for. I don't remember offhand, but I'll look at it.
Nice.
But I just wanted to I felt like a few. I don't have all of them. Oh, it was anything that was like a combo. Some of them you needed like 501 and 502, and they wanted you to like mix it. And I don't like doing that. I'm not very good at it. I don't like it. So.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know, those DMCs.
Well, you like doing the loop start, so.
I do. And it's hard too, because I like to have the double. Yeah. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah. If not, you can stitch it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's right. And anytime I stitch, if I have that like extra bit at the end and I pull through, I always end up pulling needle out. Like no matter how much I tell myself, don't over pull it, I do it. And I get so pissed because I have to re-lick it, re-put it on, and I hate that.
Re-slobber it up.
You know, I was thinking, how much dye do you think I've ingested? Because that's how I probably should stop putting it in my mouth, like lick my fingers or something, but don't put it in my mouth, right?
It's habit.
My DNA is over every single piece of stitched work that I've ever done. Any whip, any finish, my DNA.
They can really clone me. In a few years, someone's going to be able to. I wouldn't recommend it. Well, you don't want all this. But they could do it.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Got some fancy.
So the other things I got are tea related, but because I've talked about tea enough on here, I'm going to show it anyways. Also, it's advent calendar related. I got my tea advent calendar.
Oh, fun.
Ooh.
Excited about it. And then when I ordered it, you're like, well, I'm already paying for shipping. So here are the ones I got. Fiery cinnamon spice. As you can tell, already tried it. It's delicious. A little bit of milk, a little bit of simple syrup, vanilla, cinnamon simple syrup.
Damn.
Amazing. Pumpkin spice, campfire s'mores, super sweet, very yummy. April in Paris, which has black tea, vanilla, caramel. Yummy. Can't wait to try that one. And then I got one for Aria, but it sounded so good. It's like she likes green tea. It's apple, cinnamon, rose, creme brulee flavoring. It says natural creme brulee flavoring. What the hell is natural creme brulee flavoring? And rose petals. I think she'll like it.
Fun. Those are cool. Where did you get those from? Where'd you order
these? These are all is that how do you pronounce that? Adiago? Adagio. I'm a big fan of theirs because you can get these little sampler guys are all like $3 each, and you get several cups out of this.
That's nice.
And so then you're just like, well, that flavor sounds good too. And then before you know it, you have a $50 cart. But I'm excited for the Advent. I've done their Advent before, and they're always good. And I didn't get all blacks this year. I wanted to last year I did all blacks, and problem with black tea is after a while, they all taste the same.
Sure.
And then you're like, I might as well just be drinking like my normal everyday tea. So I wanted to do something special. So I recommend this one. If you are a fan of Advent calendars and you like tea, this is the one that I would recommend.
That's awesome. I
And
definitely.
also, if you are a fan of advent calendars, my advent calendar is still up for sale. Although I have to be honest with everybody, I think I'm getting close to just being like, I think the sale's done. I've definitely hit my quota and I'm nervous about having too many.
Wow.
So if you want to buy it, I would buy it in the next like 2 or 3 days because I think I'm going to cut the sale.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Thank you for people that bought it. I'm so excited to start. That's what this whole mess back here is like all advent stuff. I have the patterns ready. I've got to start bagging them up, but like I have to get my numbers in order to know I have enough bags, and it's a whole mess, but like I think I'm ready to cut it off. I've hit the number that Aria had set for me. My goal was like 2. If I sold 2 calendars, I would have been happy. I sold way more than that, and it was the number that Aria had set for me. I'm actually even above that number. So I'm like, kind of think I'm done. Thank you for the support, but I think I'm done.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I hope people like them. I'm really excited about those patterns. They're very cute too.
Yes, yes, they are. You guys are in for a real treat.
You two also. I'm making you guys a box.
There's a stitchy advent, a tea advent, a coffee advent. I just love advents.
Right? Who doesn't love advents? Don't you just want like an advent all the time? Like every month I should have.
Like, how do you not open it? Like, I would want to open it all. You're really good at it.
Because I like getting a thing a day. I like a surprise a day.
No, I'm just bad at adventing. Like I don't have the patience. I would just open the whole thing.
I really want my season to like spread out, and I like
fair
25 presents.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. I love that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the temptations.
It also is fun to just like unwrap a ton of stuff at one time too. So
you can do it either way. You can do it however you want.
You could do it either way, yeah. And then you can really decide what you want.
Yeah. All right. What else did you get?
That's it for me. Well, I got something else, but I used it to finish, so I'll show that in a little bit.
All right. Jodi, what'd you get?
So I didn't get anything Stitchy related, but I foster failed Angela, so we got a dog.
Hey, I hate that that's what it's called, but yay.
Yeah. I know. It was a very easy decision. And in fact, I am sitting in my office because Michael's downstairs watching a movie, but I did want to just mention all this stuff behind me. So Cross Your Paws held, well, they didn't hold, but one of the puppies' adopters held an event at the high school that he coaches at. And we did like a fundraiser event. So if people brought an item or made a monetary donation, they got into the volleyball game for free. And we collected like an incredible amount of supplies for Cross Your Paws and a whole bunch of money. And I got to take all that stuff to the building. But I mean, that box right there is full of dog toys. It's huge. It's like taller than Hazel. All that stuff, and treats, food, pee pads, amazing. So we did that this past week, and we got to babysit one of the puppies for a night. So that was really cool. So Angela reunited with one of her babies.
That is so
it was really great. So yeah, it's just been a really busy, exciting, crazy week. Haven't had much time for stitching, but I've done some. And then I started like this whole new world of stuff, which I'll show you guys when we get there. It's part of my haul, but I'll show you later.
Nice. Okay. All right. Okay. Stuff that I purchased. So, well, when we get to whips, I'll show you a whip that I'm currently working on, which is not cross stitch. However, one of the things that Jay bought for me, tell me how cute this is. It's a little yarn bowl, but it's a lamb.
Oh, I love yarn bowl. That's so cute.
Okay, question. So I've seen these a lot, and I've dabbled in crocheting in the past, and I've dabbled in knitting in the past, and I've dabbled in other yarn things in the past.
Mm-hmm.
My yarn always gets tangled. Does the yarn bowl keep the yarn from tangling?
No. So the yarn, so you have to turn your yarn into either a cake or a ball. Okay.
Yeah, once it's balled, yes.
Once it's a ball, goes in the bowl, you wrap it around this little hook, and then as you pull it,
God,
it
it's
keeps
like the tail of the sheep. Stop.
it keeps the ball in the bowl, and then it keeps your thread from getting all tangled. It also has like the little holes too. So if you're starting a fresh ball and you have the end of your yarn, you can run it through these holes too if you want a little bit more like tension. But this one is super convenient. And then it keeps your ball from like, like rolling all over the place.
Well,
And as you
right.
keep pulling it, then it just keeps spinning around in the bowl. Genius.
Okay, so you can't just like unwrap a skein of yarn from the store.
Oh,
Like
no, but you can never do that. You're always supposed to turn it into a ball.
Okay.
Or you can get like, they make winders on
Why don't
Amazon.
they sell yarn in a freaking ball then? Like why?
There's got to be a reason. It's a good question, but there's got to be like a selling it by this, like that. Maybe like if you sold it as a ball, it might do something to the yarn. I don't know.
I don't know. They do sell
It's
it
a great
like, in the
question.
roll, and then you have to, do something with it. But you can get like a winder on Amazon too. It like clips to a desk and it turns it into a cake, which is like a cylinder. But it also like it pulls from the middle. So as it winds, it creates like a cake. So it's round and it's thick.
This is my gripe with like DMC thread too. Like you can't just use DMC thread when you buy it. Like you have to do something with it. You have to put it on something. You have to wind it. You have to spool it, like whatever.
That's why when I use like actual DMC or like fancy floss, not sulkies, I like the rings because I can cut it into the lengths that I need, and then it keeps it from getting tangled. And then I don't have the bobbin because over time, keeping it on a bobbin, it will get like
creases it. Yeah.
Creases. And I don't like bobbin storage anyway. Like I would much rather have it in like the little baggies.
Just sell me my shit in the form that I need to put it in.
I know.
I
know, but everybody's different. Some people like super long lengths, some people like short lengths. So it's like, it would be impossible to cater to everybody. And if you're like us, where we double over our thread, we don't stitch with like 2 individual strands like that, you have to be able to cut it. You have to be able to make it to size. Cause there are some fancy flosses that the lengths are like this long.
I hate it. I hate when they do that.
So you have to use 2 strands and then you can't use your loop method. Like you have to do a pin stitch or whatever. But yeah, I get it. It stinks. And I seriously sat on the airplane over the weekend and made my mom hold my bag and I wound up balls and put them in.
I used to make Jonathan do that, like hold it out, and I would sit there and make the ball.
Yeah.
Like, here we go.
Relaxing though, like to just sit and like wind a ball of yarn. It's kind of relaxing. So, but anyway, then I also bought the boxes that we talked about on our last episode, the stitchy boxes from Target.
Yeah, so you did.
I got the rounds. I got 3 rounds and a square because my mom and my sister were here for my mom's birthday and they both want rounds. So now I have to figure out what the hell I'm going to stitch on these. And then how am I going to ship one to Texas? So I'll figure that out. But they are super cute and they were $5 like Jodi did on hers. So super cute. All right, that's all I purchased. So let's talk about finishes, shall we? Erin, what do you have for finishes?
Okay, so I have my September little guy done.
Cute.
And my August, I guess I should have shown August first, but August has they're done. They can go in the container. I'm almost done with my year, and this will be gifted to my mother-in-law for Christmas.
How fun.
Hey.
Yeah.
Didn't stitch them this year, but whatever, it's fine. The next one, I found this today. I went with Ellie. We're finally back to school, so we're back to like swim lessons. So I'm going back to seasons more often. And I found this today there, and it's so Jodi-esque. Like, I feel like they stole your idea. And I saw it and I went, okay, it's really cute though. Like, I was like, I could put a kittens in the middle of it because it's so small, but this is what they sell now. Like, it has this glitter in it.
Oh.
And the Happy Thanksgiving is like on the frame.
Oh,
And then it was just a pumpkin.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, I could put a kittens in there. But I was like, also, Jodi, you should consider a lawsuit because I do feel like this is very Jodi.
That's real cute.
That's cute.
Excited. And this is part of my fall kittens. So if you are interested, fall kittens are still up for sale. That I'm not taking down anytime soon. But we're finally getting to a season where it feels like you want to stitch this stuff. This is the hardest part about doing these things. I have to be like a full season ahead when I'm stitching up my models. And I'm not in the mood for Christmas. I am full on fall. I put my fall decorations out today. I don't know if you can see. That's Kristen gave that to me last year. That's my Halloween pattern. And I've got them around the house. But like, also, I've started stitching my models for Christmas. So these are a few of my Christmas patterns, not the Advent pattern.
Painted the tags.
So that might also be coming in the Advent box. You might see some colored tags, and they're different colored twine. I don't know if you can see that. But these are three of my Christmas ones. But it's really hard to stitch Christmas right now.
I don't blame you.
I'm like, I'm not there, but I've got to get them done so that I can get my photos done and have them ready to show people. So if anyone wants to buy them, but these will be available not until like, I'm going to England in November. So probably not until, I think I used to say November 1st was the first day I was going to start selling these, but it won't be till I get back from England because there's no way I can do that.
Right.
So probably mid-November.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
So I can't wait to go to England.
Yeah, I'm sure. And sorry, I'm just distracted. Buddy's made like 3 trips up and down the stairs
Man.
into my craft room. And every single time I hear him coming, I'm like, oh God, he's going to fall and go flying down those stairs. So I know you're old and epileptic. So let's not. You're a little unsteady on the old feet. Yeah, I know. He's literally just sitting here panting, staring at me. Oh, lay down, huh? It's okay. Okay. Any other finishes, Erin?
Nope, that's it. But my only other side note is if you are from the London area and you have recommendations of what I can do solo, I would really appreciate those recommendations because I will have 2 full solo days. My husband keeps reminding me that he has to work. Like, I think he thinks I'm going to get mad at him. And I'm like, I haven't had a solo day. Yeah. I'm like, bye. We found a new one. That's a good one. Oh, I have to remember that. My kids love those. But he keeps reminding me, and I'm like, I haven't had a solo day in 9 years. I don't even remember what it would be like to just like take care of myself for a whole day. So I don't care if I'm in London or like Sri Lanka. I don't care. I just
Latrobe.
Latrobe.
But I found this one thing. It's like a double-decker bus tea, like high tea tour. And I'm like, it's so touristy, but like, that's something I could do solo. I could sit in the front and like have tea and then someone drive me around London. Like, that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. I don't really need like, I'm not like a museum person, but like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people have suggestions. I know we have some people that watch from London. So let me know.
Yeah. All right, Jodi, what do you got for finishes?
Okay. So I saw this kit online and I thought, I'm going to try it. It was super cute. So I bought it and it came and I like let it sit here for a while. I was nervous to even open it. And then I opened it and it was really overwhelming. So I was like, I'm not even going to do this. And then I just sat down one day and I did it. So, Kristen, I made you a pool penguin. Okay.
Oh my God.
I want to learn how to do those.
Okay. So this is why I have stuffing laying around, which we were talking about earlier. But this penguin has floaties. Okay. Could you die? So this is the kit. All right. It's from Rita Van Tassel Studio. And it's literally just a felt kit. It comes with the felt, the needle, the thread, the eyes, everything but the stuffing. Okay.
Okay.
So here's what I've learned. My hand stitching sucks so bad. Like, it's atrocious. Okay. Like, it's horrible, but it really doesn't matter because they're so cute. Like, it doesn't matter. These little floaties are like stuffed too. Like, they come off and they're like stuffed.
Stop.
Okay.
That's so cute.
Oh my God.
Okay. So I made the pool penguin. All right. So then I was like, you know what? I want to make more of these, but like these kits are kind of expensive and it's just the pattern. Like you can buy felt at Joann's for like, 30 cents or whatever. So I went to Joann's and I bought like more eyes because that's like something that you would need, and I bought more felt. And I found some patterns online. I did make one pattern. This one was kind of a hybrid between a bought pattern and I altered it because Erin, I made you a Magnus with one arm.
Oh my God.
I love it so much.
Okay. So he literally is missing an arm. So the suspenders, I mean the overalls are totally separate. Like I stitched his outfit and he stuffed and then I put I put the suspenders on him, like shoved his little legs in there and I shoved his arm in there and then I couldn't figure out like how to do this strap over his little nub.
Yeah, he lives with that problem every day.
Oh my God.
That is the cutest. I love it so much. Thank you.
So you'll have to forgive me. My stitching is hellacious.
Stop, it looks so good.
But here they are. So there's my Magnus. Okay.
I love his face.
So then I drew out a pattern because I was like, this can't be that hard. Like you kind of like figure out the 3-dimension of like what you need for the pattern. So I made a chicken.
Oh my gosh.
So like this part,
your brain very much works 3D though. Like all of your creations are I don't think I could figure that out.
No.
So like he's very flat, right? Like it's just the same pattern, like front and back, except this part is only on the back. And then the front is stitched on top of that. But like this is like, it's really just like one additional piece, which it's not hard to like.
It's
so anyways.
Freaking cute.
That is adorable. Like that
I made
is
the chicken. Hold on. You're going to die. Okay. This pattern I did buy, but I added some embellishments. I care. So it's a seagull with kneecaps.
Oh my God.
Look at his kneecaps.
Look at his little hat.
Where did you come up with that? His hat is the best. Look at his nose. It's like perfect. His beak.
So when I was at Joann's buying the eyes, I saw these little hats. And like at first I only found black ones and I was like, that looks like a very Jewish hat. And I had to have it. And then I found the straw hat and I was like, I need the straw hat.
Seagull straw hat. It makes sense. Yeah.
So he can sit on a shelf with his kneecaps.
Yeah, he can. He's adorable.
I love him.
He belongs in a beach house. He's so cute.
I know. So that's what I've been dabbling in. I've been dabbling in felt patterns.
I mean, as one should, because
one should. I highly, highly recommend it. And thank you, Rita Van Tassel, for getting me hooked on little.
I love how your mind works. You're so creative. I'm so like, I get stuck on one thing and you're like, let me try this.
Yeah.
Look at that hat. Could you die?
I could die.
Yeah.
So cute.
The kneecaps do it for me.
Little
like his beak. I feel like his beak is so perfect.
It's so long.
He's amazing. They're all amazing.
That's amazing. Jodi, that's very cool.
All right. So that's what I've got. Those are my finishes.
That's what I've been doing.
As one
and
does.
honestly, like they're so fun. And I just bought like a couple different colors of felt, which were so cheap.
Yeah.
The filling is so cheap. And you can get patterns. Like, I'm sure if you go to like Pinterest, you can get felt patterns for free. Like I bought the seagull one. I bought the other ones. The only one that I made the chicken, but like they're not expensive.
Yeah, right.
So it's a fun little cheap craft to do if you need a little break from stitching, which I didn't need a break from stitching, but I took one anyways. And
we're not back
with
that.
Yeah, like we're not mad.
What?
That's amazing.
You were just getting back into stitching. Like you were just getting your bug back.
I know. Like I didn't want to stop stitching. I'm very much still got the stitchy bug.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
A good pattern will do that, man.
Jodi, we need to get you some those crushed walnut shells too.
Yes, because I was thinking about that because I'm like, I want them to be like heavy.
Yeah. Well, you can at least like do it like in your seagull, like you could have done it like in his butt, like in his
on the bottom. Yeah.
And then stuff with the filling, and then it would have at least like kept him from toppling over and
yeah. Which he sits okay. I think the legs like keep him balanced because they hang down, but like the penguin totally could use the shells.
Yeah, and that's the stuff that I bought too. I don't buy the crushed walnut shells. I get the desert sand from the pet store that you use for in like lizard.
Like an aquarium. Yeah.
You get that. So it's all it is like crushed earth. I don't know. Here, let me grab the bag.
Crushed earth.
It is.
Jodi, are you going to do that for Christmas for those people? Like, is that what you would make this year, maybe? Like,
I didn't even think about it, but maybe.
Yeah.
It's actually ground English walnut shells. It's called Desert Blend. It comes in this giant 10-pound bag. I've had this bag for probably 5 years.
Forever. I know.
Yeah, and it was like $20, and actually getting ground walnut shells like from Etsy or a craft supplier can get a little expensive, but just go to Petco or PetSmart and get some Desert Blend.
Perfect. That's what I'll do.
There's that.
Off I go.
All right, well, I had no finishes this week. What a shocker. Let's get into whips, shall we? Erin, what do you got going on?
Well, I am stitching. I have one other whip. It's for my calendars. So you guys already know this story, but just quickly, my calendars. I showed my husband the calendars and he was like, they're really cute. Are they all the same size? And it's a thought I had in the back of my head from the beginning. Like I should make them all the same size, but I just was like, it's too hard to do that and I'm not going to do it. And when he said that, it was like, I got so mad. I like rage quit that night. And I was like, I shouldn't even do these calendars. And then I came back to it and now I've reworked it and they're all the same size and I freaking love them. Like, I'm so glad that I had that push.
Yeah.
So I'm model stitching those, but I've decided what I'm going to do is release them once a month through Etsy. They'll be digital downloads. So that'll start it'll start the month ahead. So that'll start in December for January is when I'll release that. And I'm excited to show you guys what they look like. They've seen them. And I'm just really pumped to like get them out because I'm really proud of them. I've put hours into designing these, like hours and hours and hours. So I'm excited to get them out. But I can't show it right now because I'm currently stitching it. But the other thing I'm stitching is our stitch along.
Yes.
That's where I'm at. I am not as far as the other two ladies, but this is where I have gotten. I really like
the sky looks so good.
I got really annoyed. So then I started stitching it in hand. And I think that Kristen was right. That was the way to go. It went so much faster when I moved to stitching it in hand. I mean, like triple speed. I was like, oh, that wasn't a pain in the butt at all. I should have just done that from the beginning. So I took it out of my hoop and did it in hand and I liked it.
Yeah. Yep. It looks
great.
But
I just haven't had much time to work on it, but this is where I'm at. So I'll put more work in for the next time, but join us on our sale because I'm enjoying it. And you wait till you see Jodi's and her colors, and Kristen is way further too. They have the whole thing outlined, which I think was a good idea.
Definitely helped just to make sure I was going to have enough fabric and I had it spaced correctly. And then now I can just kind of like jump around the pattern as I see fit and kind of work on just whatever elements I want because I have the border done. So hopefully that's
a great idea.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. And it's the Happy Campers by Blue Flower, by the Blue Flower.
And if you want to join along with us and you want to tag us on Instagram with your progress photo, also use the hashtag SCS Happy Campers Sal. So campers plural with an S. That is the name of the pattern is Happy Campers.
Here's the pattern.
Oh,
so it is from the Blue Flower. So tag the Blue Flower, tag the Steel City Stitchers, do the hashtag and join along. We are definitely going to be stitching on ours pretty heavily. The girls and I are going on a little getaway in this fall. So we will be taking our project and working on it while we're all together. So I'm really excited for that. All right, Erin, anything else that you're working?
Those are my whips.
Oscar's digging a bed up on the carpet underneath, like literally right underneath my feet. So
I can hear it.
I hear it.
He's obviously not comfortable and Buddy's just pacing around. So this is fun. All right, Jod, what do you have for whips?
Storm. Do you think that's why? Do you think they're like affected by that? I think it's like about to rain.
It's just like mom's in a different spot. Dad's downstairs. They don't know who they want to be with. So Buddy just keeps walking the whole way from the craft room, the whole way down to the living room. And then
you guys just sit together, be a pal and sit together. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, Jod, what do you have for finishes?
The only thing I stitched on was my Happy Campers, but here I am.
Like, that's insane how bright they are.
So okay, full disclosure, like I have not looked at the color key once. So I'm using sulkies and literally all I'm doing is I'm looking at the pattern and then finding a color that matches.
That's a great idea. That's a great plan.
I don't know if I'm using the same color in a different spot that I'm supposed to. I have no idea. And I don't really care.
Who cares?
So my whole border's done, but I don't want to take it out of here because I'm pretty tight on the top and I'm nervous that it's gonna unravel. So just kind of keeping it in there. But the latest thing that I did was this moth. And I did do the bear tent with variegated sulky.
So good.
It looks so good.
And then my sky is also the variegated blue sulky. This pattern is perfection. Like that's the freaking Milky Way. Like who would think so? Like I wouldn't have even noticed that when I was looking at the pattern. And like every little element, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Like that's
Yeah, it's like
it's
the
so
little
good. It's
Big Dipper here
Yeah.
and the Big Dipper when it gets like, you know, around to the other part of the sky.
Oh,
see, it's
that's
like
so
what?
cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So this is, listen, guys, I have not stitched on fabric like this in literal years. And I cannot put it down. Like I'm about to move over. Like I have my floss out right now that I took out for the beaver that's roasting marshmallows. And like, I cannot wait to sit and stitch
I
this.
can't wait to see
Like
it.
I've been waiting to get to this beaver for like a while.
Yeah.
So I'm ready. I can't
love
wait. And I'm absolutely loving every minute of it. It's freaking enormous. But honestly, it has not been like the only part that's really been like a slog for me is the sky. And I think also it's because it's not real tight in my Q-snap because it's that top
At the
that's
top,
unraveling
too.
that
Yeah.
I'm nervous about. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I get that.
It looks great.
thank you.
It's amazing.
I'm excited about it. And I thank you guys for getting me excited about it because I haven't stitched like this in a long time.
It's fun to see you stitching something like this too. I can tell how excited you are about it. And it's fun
I'm
to see
loving it, which yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. All right. Any other whips, Jode?
No, you know me, I'm a monogamous stitcher.
Yes, you are. All right. Well, here's my progress on.
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, so what green did you use for the tent?
Oh,
Did you use sulky?
yeah,
Solid?
solid. It's
Oh, really?
2 shades of green.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Can you hold it up a little? Yeah. Okay. No, up. Yeah, right
There you
there.
go.
Okay.
Who that bear is? He's so cute.
He's so cute.
Well, and like my trees look a little bit brighter green than you, so I think I'm picking some brighter greens.
I think you are too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you went darker.
Like mine, this one's real dark.
Yeah. No, mine are a little bit lighter. So maybe mine will be more of like a summer tree and yours is more of like a fall winter tree. You know, I don't know. Little brighter. Yeah.
I love that they're different. I love that they're coming out like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, and it's kind of fun because I just laid out the sulkies on the floor and just looked at what they called for with the color. And I used that React app.
Oh, yeah.
To try to get like an image in my head of what the color should be based on the DMC color that it called for. And so I tried to match it up as best as I could. But the one thing with sulky is that they don't have a ton of grays. And this pattern did call for a couple of extra grays. So mine are a little bit more like blue gray or green gray. It's going to have to just work. And then it called for a lot of greens. So
a lot of
It looks
greens.
good. I mean, it's looking good. Yeah, you guys are both doing a great job with that.
it's fun. It's fun just to kind of see it come together, and you don't really know what it's going to look like until you start stitching on it. Like you have an idea, but without it being the called for colors, it's always a risk, but it's a
It's like
good risk.
coloring, but with stitching. I
This
love
has
it.
definitely reminded me to trust the process. Like when I started stitching the bear, I was like, how is this going to look like a bear? It looks like a blob of black. Like it did not look like a bear. Not even until the very end when I put the brown in. I was like, you can't see definition in the arms. You can't see like that he's in a tent and there's like a hole in the tent. Like you couldn't see any of that. And then like you finish it and you're like, oh, it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Cool.
He's so darling. He's so cute. So yeah, I'm excited to keep working on that with you ladies. And then the only other whip that I have going on right now is a crochet project. So I was watching TikTok as one does. And
As one does.
Kathy just messaged me, so I was like, but I was watching TikTok and I started watching crochet videos again. And of course, with the algorithm, the more you watch crochet videos, the more crochet videos pop up on your FYP. And I saw a lady make crochet pumpkins and I thought they were so freaking cute. So I made some crochet pumpkins and they're not finished, so I don't want to show them. I still have to put like the little stem and stuff on them.
Can we just see the one that you showed us?
I don't even have it up here. It is cute. As soon as I finish it, I'll post it on Instagram. It is cute. I'm struggling a little bit with like pulling it and, you know, running the string through it to kind of like give it the pumpkin shape without it like messing up the stitches, but I'll figure that out. Anywho, I need to put a stem and stuff on it. So I got back, I knew how to crochet before. I used to crochet hats and all kinds of things. Wasn't always very good at it, but I dabbled. So made these crochet pumpkins. Well, then I was like, I really enjoyed making those while I was like sitting at my desk in meetings, because sometimes to cross stitch when I'm in a meeting, I have like too much crap on my desk. So I have, you know, my iPad and my floss and everything. So I was like, crocheting would actually be a little bit easier because then I could just sit and I don't have as much stuff. Like you don't have as much stuff. So I found a pattern to make a star blanket. And it's a 5-sided star. There are 6-sided, 8-sided, whatever kind of stars you want to make, but it is a blanket. And I totally think that my star arms, I think a couple of them might be a little wonky. It's just going to have to work. But let me show you my
gosh. Look at that.
Cute.
Wow.
So,
oh, look how pretty the star in the middle. I love it.
Thank you. So I started this last week, but I want to make it big enough that I can like lay it out on the duvet, like on our bed. And it'll be.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
It's awesome. I cannot believe how fast you did that.
It's good. So like once you make the center of the star, then it's just, you just keep increasing. So like the pattern never changes. Like you don't have to have like a pattern that you read. You literally just keep crocheting. It's like a blanket, you know, like just going in a straight line. Once you have the star shape figured out, then you just keep increasing. And I just do like 6 rows and then I switch, 6 rows, switch. But it's all done crochet. And then
I love it so much.
Cool. I love it. It's so cool.
It's some people say that they can do a whole blanket in 6 days. So it goes really fast. Yeah.
My mom is like that. She can just sit there, but she only does, you know, rectangle, but she'll whip them out, man.
Mm-hmm.
She should try that. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, she knows how to crochet.
Cool.
It's literally just making a magic circle, making a star shape. There's a really good video that I watched on YouTube, and let me tell you the name of the video if you're interested, if you're a crocheter, because her tutorial was incredibly easy, incredibly easy. So the channel's called Her Science, like Her Science, 2 words, and it's how to crochet a star blanket. And it's a 20-minute tutorial. She tells you how to make the whole center part, and then to just make the blanket as big as you want, you just keep repeating the same pattern over and over and over again.
I love
it.
Easy.
That's so cool.
So that's been my newest fixation. So Jodi, I appreciate the
yeah, look, you guys are doing these other things.
But I have not given up on my cross stitch. I just need to get back into it, like sitting at my chair and actually stitching. So, but yeah, I want to make good progress on that. And I want to pull maybe 1 or 2 Halloween whips that I've had for years to maybe see if I can get a couple more stitches.
Guys, I tried to put my Halloween and fall stuff out. I was like, I have way too much Halloween and fall cross stitch stuff. Like, I don't have a place to put all of it.
Yeah.
I had to like pick this year.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But I love it. It's my favorite thing to stitch. Like, I can't help that.
I know. I know.
I wish I liked stitching March as much as I liked stitching.
You know, I have like 2 of the tiniest little things for spring. I'm like,
yeah, like spring sucks. I want fall.
And I don't have a lot of
even
stuff like
gotten my fall projects out. I think I'm in the same boat. I think I have so much.
Mm-hmm. I know. It'd
I
be
know
good.
I'm a little early to put it out, but I just was ready. And Jonathan's out of town, so this is the time to do it.
I put my fall stuff out like early last week. I like couldn't wait anymore. It was like the week after, it was like the week of Labor Day, I think, that I got everything out, put all my summer stuff away. Cause like the fall season, like I feel like it's kind of short because I want to decorate for Christmas early because we have such a short Christmas decorating season. So I don't wait until Thanksgiving to decorate for Christmas. Like we start decorating beginning of November because I want 2 full months of Christmas decorations. So fall doesn't really last that long if you're not decorating until like October. So
True.
I feel like
yeah.
I need to get on it.
My thought.
yeah, you need to get on it, Jode.
Yeah, I need to go downstairs and get all my stuff.
It is the time. It's like you don't realize I must have stitched like 5 things last year alone to add to my already full collection. We should do a video where we show like our Halloween stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
people
that would
don't
be a great
remember.
idea.
And I'd love to see your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's always fun to like pull it. So stuff that you don't have up all year. It's always fun to go and like you forget what you have. Like I'm excited now. I want to go downstairs and like see what I have.
Yeah.
I definitely forgot about the majority of the stuff. And I was like, oh, this is so cute. I forgot I did this.
Let's do that. Let's do that next video. We'll show our fall Halloween finishes.
Yeah, I love it. Done.
Sounds good. I put it on our list. All right. Well, that is all we have to show for tonight. We didn't have any giveaways this time, so we apologize for that. But for those of you who won on the last video, I think we have everybody emailed us with their information. So we promise we will get those out to you ASAP. So we will get there. All right, so next video should be around shortly, but thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate you stopping by, and we will see you next time. We love you. Stay safe. Bye.